In this podcast, we will explore skew lines and their perpendicular distance between two skew lines. At the end of this podcast, students should be aware of what skew lines are and their use in real-life problems. Students will also be able to solve the graphical problems of finding the perpendicular distance between two skew lines. In simple, skew lines are two lines in space that are not touching or parallel. This is now an appropriate time to pause this podcast and engage in classroom discussion of where you might see skew lines in everyday life. Here are two skew lines presented. As we can see, these two lines meet the criteria for skew lines as the lines are not intersecting and are not parallel. Skew lines are relevant when working with pipework, mining and structural frames. It is often necessary to connect two skew pipes with another pipe. In this case, it is a great advantage to know the shortest distance perpendicularly between these two elements. Here we are presented with an example of two skew lines and we are asked to find the shortest perpendicular distance between the two lines. We approach this question by first finding a true length. We do this by taking a level line in plan and first we take a level line in elevation and finding it in plan. Here you're taking a level line from point A. Now I have drawn a line parallel to the line CD from point B where the two lines intersect gives me a point. This must be found in plan now. To find this point in plan by directly lowering the point from elevation into the plan. As in elevation we drew a line parallel to CD from point B. We must do the same in plan where these two lines intersect will give us our point. We can now join point A to this point. This is the line we are going to look in along. By looking in along a true length, it will allow us to see the lines parallel to each other. We now begin to draw our auxiliary. The x1, y1 line is perpendicular to the lines that we found and are now looking along. Project the points A, B, C and D past the x1, y1 line. As with all auxiliaries, we must take our heights from two views back. Therefore, the heights shown have been taken from elevation. At this point, your two lines must be parallel to each other. If not, you have made a mistake. As we are finding the shortest perpendicular distance of the skew lines, we must look perpendicular to the line. Therefore, we draw our x2, y2 parallel to the lines. If appropriate, you may pause the video and pose the question what I would do differently at this point to find the shortest horizontal distance between the skew lines if it had been studied. Project points A, B, C and D perpendicular to the line x2, y2. As always, take heights from two views back. This means we take the heights we take our heights from the plan. Note that I have inserted a datum line to ensure the question fits on the page. Your view, if correct, should represent the two skew lines crossing or overlapping. Now that the point where the two lines overlap is located, we will begin to project the points back to elevation. Project the points where the lines cross back to the plan view. Where the points intersect the line CD and AB in plan, bring up the elevation. Connect the points. The line represents the shortest perpendicular distance between the two skew lines.